Roblox Assassin is in big trouble. So much trouble, in fact, that I had to come out of the woodwork for this. Now, I can hear you asking, no data, why is Roblox Assassin in such big trouble? Is it because of all the fun game modes getting removed, leading to bland gameplay? Is it because of all the exploiters that plague half the servers? Is it because of the duping incident of early January that destroyed the economy? Well, yes, yes, and yes, but that's actually not what I wanted to talk about here. What I wanted to talk about is the new upcoming policy change on Roblox that made everybody collectively crap their pants simultaneously. In fact, this policy change was so widely hated that Creecraft himself posted a swear word. Come on, Creecraft, really? You're an adult in your mid-20s and you posted a swear word on twitter.com? Come on, man. Do better. Anyway, this policy change affects a lot of games, but especially Roblox Assassin, and especially Murder Mystery 2 as well. So Murder Mystery 2 fans, stick around. You're going to want to hear about this. So we're going to go ahead and break down this policy change and how it might affect the games we play. Now, before we begin, I would like to preface that Roblox has in fact backpedaled on this change. It was going to come out on the 27th, but they've decided not to do that, and they're actually going to make some changes to this policy. So let me just go ahead and get that out of the way. We're not screwed yet, and we're probably not screwed anytime soon. I do like to clickbait, but I don't like to fearmonger, so don't worry just yet. We are fine for now. Do not go out rioting on the streets, please. But let's go ahead and take a look at what was going to happen. Now, this change was actually regarding the Roblox catalog and how you're actually allowed to use it in your games. So let's just go ahead and read the original post. I'll tell you guys what it means, and then I'll give you my own 2 cents on it. At Roblox, the importance of treating creators with mutual respect, providing equal opportunities for monetizing their creations, and protecting intellectual property is crucial to our platform. Basically, Roblox just doesn't want catalog items to be used in games without permission. But here is the big kicker, and this is how games are impacted. If a creator makes a game with unaffiliated avatar marketplace items available for users to equip when the user has not yet purchased the item, the game must 1. Prompt a purchase UI for the item when the user equips it, and maintain a prominent ability to purchase it later if the user declines to purchase it at the moment. And 2. Prevent items that are not available to purchase from being used in the game. For example, 0 quantity, only for resale or off-sale items. Please note that an unaffiliated avatar marketplace item is one that the game creator did not create themselves or have a direct agreement with the item's creator to distribute or incorporate in the game. Now, what does all this mean? Basically, if a game has a catalog item, then you have to have a pop-up to be able to buy that item. And if an item can't be purchased, then you just can't have it in your game. And this heavily affects Murder Mystery 2 as well as Assassin, because both of those games have a lot of catalog items. You guys got to understand that both of these games are honestly really old. They were made in the mid-2010s. And back then, using catalog items made by Roblox was sort of just the norm. Now, since the dawn of time, it has sort of been established that any catalog items made by Roblox were sort of in the public domain when it comes to assets that you can use in your game. Basically, if Roblox releases something in the catalog, they would never stop you from using that item in your game. If Roblox released it on the catalog, it was basically fair game to use, even if the item did eventually go off sale. And like I said, back in 2015, 2016, it was sort of just the norm for big games like these to use Roblox assets. Developers just didn't make as much money back then, and this was just sort of a way to get your game off the ground. Now, of course, over the years, games like MM2 and Assassin have started making custom knives exclusively for their game. And this was mainly to give the game a bit more originality to it, rather than just using catalog items that you can use in a bunch of different games. But even so, a lot of these old catalog knives are still in the game to this day. Now, another Murder Mystery 2 YouTuber named Colby actually went and made a list of all of the weapons in Murder Mystery 2 that are from catalog items. Huge shout out to him. Check him out if you haven't. He is a really good Murder Mystery 2 YouTuber. And yeah, this is his list of catalog items and reskins for Murder Mystery 2. And I actually went ahead and made a completely separate list for Assassin. And let me tell you, it is massive. Now, initially I was going to do a bit where I listed off every single knife that was potentially subject to moderation with this policy, but I'll be honest, it's just too many. And I probably missed a couple items as well. I think I got most of them, but I'd imagine there's some of them that I missed. So ladies and gentlemen, I present to you my list of nearly every assassin knife that was a catalog item or a reskin. Like I said, I probably missed some, but you can see that this list is absolutely massive. And these are just the exotics and the pets. Keep in mind that normal knife reskins are actually reskins of a catalog item. So that means that every single common, rare, and legendary knife could be potentially removed with this policy change. Except for Cake Pop. Cake Pop is technically a rare and it's fine. Good for you, Cake Pop. Now, every single item on that list is going to have one of two things happen to them. Number one, every time you equip a catalog item, there will be a pop-up for you to purchase that item, which would be super annoying, but honestly not the end of the world. I know some people are worried that there might be a purchase prompt for every single catalog knife you own all at once, just flooding your screen. I don't actually think that's going to happen. I think the purchase UI is only on for whatever you have equipped at the moment. So I think at worst there might be one purchase UI at a time, maybe two for Murder Mystery 2 if you have certain godly combinations. But if the change were to come through, I don't think there's gonna be just a bunch of prompts to purchase your entire inventory. I think it would just be one at a time depending on whatever you have equipped. Now, like I said, this would be annoying, but really not the end of the world. But unfortunately, this situation can only apply to items that are on sale. For items that are off sale, they are going to have to be removed from the game entirely. And there are some knives in that list that were completely off sale. I didn't specify them, but there are some knives that are off sale. Those would have to be straight up removed, no exception. And then when you consider that pretty much every catalog item is going to become a limited and therefore limited quantity and potentially go off sale, then it turns out that pretty soon there might be a lot more items that are not for sale. So, I mean, what gives? Are these games doomed? Well, not exactly. I don't think these updates are going to impact MM2 and Assassin as much as we think, and I'm going to explain why. Now, first of all, like I said, Roblox has actually backpedaled on this, so this change is not happening anytime soon. And they actually made a statement regarding this. And when you look at this statement, you get a better idea of their intentions regarding this policy change. We value your feedback and concerns. Our intent with this policy is to further ensure that UGC creations are respected and properly used across the platform. So it seems like the intention of this policy is actually to protect UGC creators, which when you think about it, that makes perfect sense. Like I said earlier, everything made by Roblox themselves is sort of fair use for game developers to use. And it kind of makes sense because that's sort of a win-win situation. Let's say you make a game and you put in Crescendo, and you can buy Crescendo for 500 Robux. So someone wants Crescendo in your game, they buy the Robux, and then they spend the Robux on Crescendo in your game. In that situation, both parties are happy. As a game developer, you get Robux for putting Crescendo in your game, and Roblox already got money in their pocket when the player purchased Robux. So both parties are paid, everyone's happy. But UGC is a different story. Someone could take something from UGC, put it in their game without their permission, and the UGC creator would never make any profit. It's a completely different situation. The main purpose of this policy change was only to protect UGC creators, and I think that's what they're going to focus on a little bit more when they change the policy. Now, in case you haven't realized, UGC is absolutely the future of the Roblox catalog. Very soon, the UGC program is actually going to just straight up become public. It used to just be invite only, but now it's going to be public. As long as you have an ID, you can start making hats and other items for the catalog. And this is basically Roblox saying, we've been making items for 18 years, we're done, do it yourself. They've even give developers tools to actually put UGC rewards in their games. So basically, even Roblox events with limited time avatar items are gonna be user generated as well. I wouldn't be surprised if in a year or so, we're gonna see a fully user made egg hunt. But the point is, UGC is going to dominate the marketplace if it hasn't already done so. And this policy change is gonna be made to protect the creators' rights. However, while making this policy change, I feel like Roblox has completely forgotten that they've made a bunch of their own items for the past 18 years, and they still need to separate that accordingly. So like I said, everything that Roblox has made has always been fair use for your games, and I think they're going to stick with that. I think when they update this policy, they're going to specify that anything that Roblox has made will not be subject to moderation. I think if Roblox started to ban their own items from these games, that would probably just be the greediest, scummiest move Roblox Roblox could do as a company, and probably one of the dumbest moves as well, because like I said, Roblox profits when you use their items in your games, because they own the marketplace anyway, and when people buy Robux, they make the money from it. So it just wouldn't make sense to remove Roblox made items from these games. I think when they update this policy, they are going to specify that it is UGC only. If you take something from UGC and put it in your game without the creator's permission, then yeah, you're going to be subject to moderation, which rightfully so. If you're stealing from UGC creators, that's honestly a pretty scummy thing to do. But I think anything that Roblox made themselves is going to be perfectly okay to use. And to my knowledge, I don't think anything in Murder Mystery 2 or Assassin is from UGC. Could be wrong about this, but I'm pretty sure all of the items from the catalog were made by Roblox themselves. So I don't really think there's too much to worry about. I think this initial policy announcement just didn't really distinguish between UGC and Roblox creations. So naturally that just made everyone panic and think that everything on the catalog is going to be moderated. I don't think that's going to be the case. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Are you worried? Are you not worried? Let me know down in the comments below. And yeah, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, I'm going to use the last few seconds of this video to plug my second channel, Daily Doors. The reason being, we are currently on our third run, which is Hotel Hell, and this run literally took like 250 attempts to complete, and it took so long. So check it out if you like doors, please, because this took like weeks of time to record. And yeah, thanks for watching. Cheers.